Hi everybody and welcome back to another pregnancy video. Today we are going to be talking about week 33. My daughter is currently awake in the room that's right behind this wall, and there's a TV in there playing music, and if you hear anything, I am sorry. Also, welcome to my channel. My name is Danny and I am currently pregnant with baby number 3. This is a surprise gender baby, so we don't know what we're having and we are super excited to find out. I also do want to mention that I am sick. I have been sick for a while. I had laryngitis, so I couldn't make any videos because I had no voice. It started to come back, but as you can tell, I look like crap. I feel like crap. I'm sorry. I wish I could look better when doing these videos, but unfortunately today is just not the day. According to the Bump app, in week 33, baby is the size of celery. Baby is 4.19 pounds. And 17.2 inches. Baby is keeping his or her eyes open while awake. What?
That's all done.
It's all done. We're all done with our orange juice. Okay. Did you want to say hi? Okay, come here. Spit that out. Come here. Say hi.
Hi.
What are you looking at? You say hi right there. Say hi.
Hi.
Do you know where the baby's at?
Hi, Mommy's belly.
In Mommy's belly. Behind Mommy's belly is what she says. All right, should we look at baby? Yeah, baby's starting to coordinate breathing with sucking and swallowing. The bones are hardening. Okay, what's this? There's a picture. What's that? Is that a baby?
Yeah.
If you go on the Bump app, they do have a picture of what the baby currently looks like. Is that cool? Is that Mommy's belly? There's one in Mommy's belly, isn't there? Are you excited? Is it a boy or a girl baby?
What baby?
A boy baby? You're gonna have
What baby?
no, a girl baby. Are you gonna have a brother or a sister?
Brother.
You gonna have a brother? Okay.
Yeah, hi.
Like Huddy? Like your cousin Huddy. Very good. Did you want to go back out there and play? Yeah? Okay. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
The Bump app says, hot, your metabolic rate is through the roof, and that may leave you feeling overheated. Headaches due to hormone fluctuations, stress or dehydration, shortness of breath, and forgetfulness and clumsiness. As far as the Bump app says, I probably experienced all of those symptoms, and that's like the first time ever that the Bump app and my symptoms have been in alignment. I have been saying I'm always cold, and now you can see what I'm wearing. Like, I'm just in a tank top. I'm always cold. I'm never hot unless I'm like outside in the sun, and then I just turn into a lobster because I'm like the same color as my wall, which is very white. And so I burn easily and then I get really hot, but typically I'm really cold and I can like wear a sweatshirt every day all day. And now I'm like, holy cow, it is so hot in here. I've actually turned our thermostat down by 4 degrees, and sometimes I even put the fan on. And if you were to ask Danny if I like having a fan on in any room or any type of like draft of any sort, he will tell you I hate it. I never put the fans on. I can't sleep with the fan on. I can't sit around and do things while there's a fan on. Like I hate it, and I've been putting the fans on because I've been like so hot all the time. I've definitely been getting headaches, but I also suffer from chronic migraines, so I'm not surprised. I had a ton of them at the beginning. The second trimester is usually pretty good for me, and then the last trimester, the third trimester, everything starts coming back. I've definitely had shortness of breath, but there's also, there's a lot of pressure on your ribs. I have asthma, and I'm also sick. Like, I can barely get any air into my lungs at the moment. And forgetfulness and clumsiness, I mean, pregnant or not pregnant, that seems to be my thing, so definitely have that. But like, you can see in the background here, I've got some macaroons just sitting here in the background. They have to sit for an hour, and so I figured while they're sitting, I'll go ahead and make this video. But I made a batch of these, and I've done it a couple times now. Like, they're not hard for me to make anymore. And like, I totally just butchered a whole batch of them. I put like powdered sugar instead of granulated sugar, and like, it's like so like, it's like driving a car for me now. Like, I can just go making macaroons from beginning to end without any issues, without creating a problem, and I like messed everything up. I don't know. I'm dropping things. I'm like knocking things over. I don't know, it's just, ugh. One thing that I'm rather happy about, and I cannot tell you on a scale of 1 to 10, it's like skyrocketing, like it's way off the charts. My pubic symphysis dysfunction issue that I've had throughout all of my pregnancies this week is like magically gone. And I don't know why, because it's not something that's supposed to just go away. It's something that I suffered with from like 20 weeks until 2 or 3 months after I had my babies last time, where I was in excruciating pain, like needing a wheelchair to travel kind of pain, having somebody else put my pants on for me kind of pain, to the point where there's no physical therapy and there's no medication that's safe for pregnancy to take to help with it. And I almost needed surgery with Maddie, with my first daughter. I almost needed surgery. It was so bad. And now it went from being horrible and not as bad as my other pregnancies to like totally gone. And I won't complain about that at all. Now, unfortunately, since that pain has gone away, my hip pain has not gone away. So I do have scoliosis in my lower back. It makes my hips become out of alignment, and my right hip hurts pregnancy or not pregnancy, but during pregnancy it hurts really, really bad. So I have had some instances now where I haven't been able to stand up, or I need help standing up, and I've actually had some times, I think like 3 or 4 times now in the past week or two, where my hip has actually supported no weight, so as I'm walking, my hip just gives out and I fall over. And it hurts, but I'm not falling over because it hurts. It legit just gives out, and it can't support anything. And so that's kind of scary, especially because sometimes I have to pick my kids up and walk with them or take them up and down stairs. I do not want that to happen while I'm holding my children. I don't want it to happen at all because I am pregnant and I don't want to fall and hurt myself. Luckily, I've been able to catch myself on a wall or on a chair. I haven't been like out in an open field and just toppled over and injured myself or anything, thankfully, but it's not good. I don't seem to have any cravings or food aversions anymore. I really hated Chipotle at the beginning, and now I seem to want Chipotle all the time, and that was kind of about it. Like, I didn't have any other food aversions or cravings, and now I just want Chipotle, but that's probably because Danny was talking about it this morning and that he wanted Chipotle. I am kind of to the point where this baby moves all the time, and if you've never experienced this, and I don't really know how to explain it, but all of my kids have moved so much, like kicking and elbows, and like they don't stop throughout the night, during the day, always moving. And I'm kind of to the point now where there's been so much movement on my organs and like my stomach and like some of my intestines and stuff, that it actually starts to make me feel nauseous. Like I start feeling like I'm going to throw up because of just how much movement is going on inside of me. And when the elbows start going and the feet start going, it just starts to hurt really bad. So like everything kind of hurts, and it's stretching, and then it's making me feel sick. And I haven't thrown up or anything from it, but it just makes me feel like I'm going to. During week 33, we had our ultrasound appointment, and because I'm high risk, I go for a couple of ultrasounds here at the end. I actually have one on Sunday as well. Yeah, it's not during a weekday, but we're going on a Sunday for an ultrasound, which is supposed to be like a 3D or 4D ultrasound, and they're gonna take some extra measurements and everything. And so what happened was we went in, we were like super excited. We've never had any issues with our late ultrasounds before. And I'm kind of skeptical of ultrasounds because sometimes I feel like they can overdiagnose things or they can see too much. But this lady was really super thorough, and the baby itself is measuring short. Like its femurs are short, like its legs are short, its arms are short. Its head was in like the 40th percentile, but like arms and legs and stuff were like 14% and 20%. Like it showed that it was really short, but then it showed that its stomach was so large. It was bigger than the head, like exponentially bigger than the baby's head, and it was carrying so much weight that the baby is actually almost 2 pounds too big even though it's too short. So I don't know if there was actually an issue or if the measurements were taken incorrectly. So hopefully when we go to the ultrasound on Sunday, we get to see whether or not those measurements were accurate. But as a result, they thought that I was having gestational diabetes, that I was developing late-term gestational diabetes, which is rare, but it happens. So for this, I ended up having to go back to the hospital, and they had to redo my glucose test, and I had to do the 3-hour glucose test. So if you fail your 1 hour, you go on to the 3-hour. And even though I had passed my 1 hour, I now had to do the 3-hour glucose test. For that, they basically prick your finger to make sure that your sugar level is okay to start with. And if that is okay, then they draw your blood one time and they send it to the lab to make sure that's okay. And then you get the sugary drink, you know, that everybody loves, and you have to drink that within like 5 minutes or something like that. And then you wait an hour and you come back and they draw your blood again after that hour, and you wait another hour. Come back, they draw your blood again, and then you wait another hour and you come back and draw your blood again. So you end up having 4 different blood draws and you get your finger pricked one time. So it's really not that much fun. I just sat there and I did schoolwork and work for my actual job. I'm an online teacher, so I was like grading papers and I edited some vlogs and all kinds of stuff like that. So I got some stuff done in that 3 hours, but it just wasn't fun at all. I failed one of the draws. I passed one of the draws. Well, I passed the initial one. That was before we had the sugar taken. Then the 1 hour, I just squeaked by. I was like just a couple of points away from failing. The second one, I failed miserably. And then the third one, I passed. And since I had passed that 1 hour draw, but just barely passed it, they couldn't technically diagnose me with gestational diabetes. However, I do have to watch my diet and make sure that I am eating healthy, which I do anyways, and just kind of make sure that I don't send myself into having gestational diabetes, because that would not be good. The only other thing I can think about that has been happening is that I've started leaking again. I was a little bit in the beginning, but not as bad. Now I'm getting to the point where sometimes I can actually like leak through my bra and my shirt. And it seems to be whenever I eat things like oatmeal, that tends to do it. I have a cereal that has like pumpkin and flaxseed and chia. Like if I'm eating things that claim to help you increase your milk supply, when I eat those things, it seems like then all of a sudden I start leaking through everything. So to me, that's kind of validation that those foods are helping and that those foods are going to help me increase my milk supply and maintain a milk supply after my baby's born. So it's kind of weird. I mean, that's the only time I leak is like if I don't leak all day and then I eat a bowl of cereal like an hour or two later, I'm leaking through my shirt. So I really do think that those foods are going to help me out, but it's just definitely really weird. Okay guys, I think that's going to be it for this video. It is hurting my throat to talk. I have a headache. I obviously look and feel like crap, but I wanted to make sure that I could give you guys this update and it wasn't going to be too late. So anyway, that is it for week 33. Please give this video a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. In our future videos, we're going to be having more pregnancy updates, but we're also going to be doing the hospital bag, the nursing bag or nursing box that I have, a lot of breastfeeding information as well as educational resources for your newborn and your toddlers. So anyway, that is going to be it for this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!